Module 3, Preparing for Your Real Big Interview. This module covers the real interview, the do's and don'ts, how to differentiate yourself from your competitors, and it also helps to raise your confidence level. Preparing for your real big interview, even before the big interview, there are some preliminaries that you can go through to ensure you get off to a great start. First, start your day with a calm morning routine to ground your mindset. Avoid rushing. Center yourself with a short walk, meditation, or deep breathing. Number 2, dress intentionally in clothes that boost your confidence. Wear something comfortable and professional. It sets the tone. Number 3, review your key strengths and stories, but don't cram. Don't study everything word for word because you'll end up being confused. Skim your notes, but also trust that you have already done the preparation. Double check the technology, the address, and your interview time. Avoid last minute surprises. If the interview is virtual, log in early and check your mic and your camera to make sure everything is ready. If the interview is in person, then leave home ahead of time. And number 5, speak a few positive affirmations out loud before you go. Boost your self-belief. Try something like, I am ready to go. I know I will do well in this interview. I've got this. At the interview, here are some tips to help you at the interview. Number 1, be present. During an interview, it's common for nerves to get in the way of clarity of thought. To come across as confident in your answers and mannerisms, it's important to stay present. Focus your mind on what is happening, listen carefully to the questions, and provide clear and concise answers. A relaxed and present mind will enable you to deliver the prepared responses effectively. Number 2, radiate enthusiasm. Show the interviewers that you're genuinely interested in the role and the company. Start by giving a firm handshake, maintaining good eye contact, and displaying proper body language. Let your enthusiasm shine through in your interactions. Number 3, prepare for the icebreaker question. This question is an opportunity for small talk. They could ask if you had difficulty finding the location. That's a time for you to say, no, yesterday I drove by to make sure I knew how long it would take me to get here and that I had the correct address. That's showing that you are invested in the company and in yourself being the top candidate. And number 4, look and sound as if you already work there. Use the language and terminology that the company uses in their conversations and on their website. Incorporate those words into your conversation. Additionally, if you're truly interested in the job, visualize yourself in the role as if you're already sitting at your desk and interacting with your future co-workers. This mental preparation can help you exude confidence and enthusiasm. Handling difficult questions and scenarios. Some questions can feel uncomfortable, but they are opportunities to demonstrate growth, reflection, and readiness. If you're changing careers, for example, share what sparked the shift and what skills you're bringing with you. Honesty and confidence are key. If you have had a gap, explain what you did during that time: skill building, volunteering, or caring for family. Here are 4 tips that will help you handle employment gaps. Number 1, lead with confidence. Address the gap early in the conversation. Be brief and without any apologies. Number 2, reframe the time away as intentional. Focus on how it prepared you for the next step. Number 3, connect the gap to the role. Mention any transferable skills or experiences that you gained during the gap. Number 4, shift the focus to the future. Reinforce your enthusiasm and readiness to contribute now. Illegal or inappropriate interview questions. First of all, some interviewers do not deliberately set out to ask inappropriate questions, but because many are not trained on what questions to ask or how to phrase sensitive questions, they sometimes offend candidates. It is unlawful for you to be asked about your race, age, ethnic background, religion, gender, or marital status in an interview. Those are definitely unlawful questions. Some questions can be borderline. For example, a question such as, what language or languages do you speak, write, or read fluently? That may appear to be inappropriate, but if it is a bona fide requirement of the job, it is not considered illegal or inappropriate. Now, when you're faced with these questions, you have some options. You can answer the question. You can decline to answer the question, or you can use tact and diplomacy to answer. For example, you could say, so if they ask you about your childcare situation, you could say something like, if you're thinking that because I have young children, I might not be committed to the role, I do have a support structure in place to take care of my childcare needs. So those are some of the ways that you can handle these inappropriate or illegal interview questions. So you can pause right here for an activity. Download the sample interview questions worksheet for practice. Salary negotiation basics. Salary conversations can feel tricky sometimes, but they don't have to be if you approach it wisely. It is best to postpone discussing pay or benefits until you have a firm offer. Let me start over. Salary negotiation basics. Salary conversations can feel tricky sometimes, but they don't have to be if you approach it wisely. It is best to postpone discussing pay or benefits until you have a firm offer. Keep in mind that a job offer is more than the salary. It includes other monetary and non-monetary benefits, such as professional development, bonuses, employee stock sharing plans, extra vacation time, insurance, gym memberships, travel, meal, flex time, even community service opportunities, or hybrid arrangement. Those are some of the benefits that you can literally negotiate. During negotiations, your responsibility is to remind the employer of the value you will be bringing to the organization. Or if you're already inside the organization, remind them of the value that you have already made to the organization. Before accepting the offer, consider the following. Number one, know your bottom line. That's the minimum that you will accept. To help you set your lower limit that you will not negotiate below no matter what, establish a budget that realistically reflects your lifestyle and your financial commitments. Number two, research what's typical in your industry and be prepared to advocate for what you're worth. While you're researching, keep in mind that the figures you will see are not universally applicable. How much employers pay varies from province to province, city to city, and employer to employer. Once you've received the offer, take some time to review it. Most times, employers expect that you will want some time to consider the offer before giving them an answer. Because you want to think in terms of how much is the entire package worth, or what other benefits are they offering. And then arrange a meeting to negotiate with the employer after you've had a chance to review the offer fully. Be firm with your expectations, but be ready to compromise if it appears reasonable and if you sense that they're doing their best. Now, here is a sample negotiation discussion between you and an employer. Employer, that's before the offer is made. Before we can continue the process, we need to know how much you want to make. You. Salary is important, but it is not my only consideration. I would be more comfortable discussing compensation after determining that I am the right person for the job. Employer. But I need to know whether we can afford you before I can continue the interview process. You. My research indicates your company pays competitive salaries. What is the range you anticipate for this position? Employer. I really need to know what you want. You. According to my research, the fair market value for this type of position is between X dollars and Y dollars. Is that what you would expect to pay me? This scripted negotiation procedure gives you an idea on how you can handle the salary negotiation conversation. Now it's your turn. There are two documents that you should download. One is the salary negotiation script, and the other is a list of websites for salaries and wages. Now it's your turn. There are two downloads. One is the sample salary negotiation script that I just read, and number two is a list of websites for salaries and wages.